Imagine a reader asks, who writes stories set in the heart of the South, rich with history and mystery? Will AI name you? Today, we're unlocking the secret to making your author bio visible to AI-driven searches. In this session, I'll show you how to transform your bio into a go-to answer so when readers ask, your name is the one that they hear. Let's get you discovered. All right. So today what we're going to talk about is last time we were together, which was 2 weeks ago, we talked about what is AEO and the differences between AEO and SEO. And now I found there's another one called GEO. So there's like a lot of EOs, just a lot of EOs. And E and O stands for engine optimization. And if you think about it or try to understand it, all it really is how the different algorithms, which is another nasty word, all the different algorithms out there look at things, look at things on the internet and present them. They optimize it so they present them to whoever is doing a kind of search. So whether the search is going to Google and typing in a sentence or a couple of words, or in today's world, whether they're going to Amazon and they're using Rufus, or they're even just typing it in the box at the top, behind the scenes, some kind of optimization engine is going and putting together the information and presenting it to the questioner. So the important thing is, as you know, the only thing you really own in your life, in your business life, is your website and your email list. So what you want to do is to make your website the place with the most information and the information that you want to provide, and you want readers who are your customers to get the information about you. So you are the owner and you want to present it and you want to help the optimization, the engines to get the right data and be able to answer questions. So we're talking about what all of the big language models use is considered to be answer engine optimization. That's the AEO. And an LM is really an answer engine, because people are asking it questions like ChatGPT, all of them, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, all of those are being, somebody is asking them a question really, and they're expecting an answer. When you use them, you're asking a question and you're expecting an answer. So what we're going to concentrate on today is instead of like jumping into your whole website and saying, oh my gosh, we got to change all of the different pages and everything else. No, we're just going to concentrate on your bio or your about page. So I didn't want to overwhelm you. I wanted to do something easy that you can do and not feel overwhelmed. And if you understand it, the mechanisms behind it, in my opinion, you will be able to go and change other parts of your website. And remember, one of the things I said to you last week was, or the last time was, you're not going to have, you already have the data, you already have the content. Now you're just rearranging it. Think of it as you're reformatting it in a different kind of display. Okay, so that's our opening thing of where we are. Like go down the page. There we go. All right. So again, this is what AEO is and why you should care about it. Answer engine optimization is the practice of structuring your content. This is the content on your website so that the AI-powered answer engines, which include ChatGPT, as I said, Perplexity, Google's AI overviews, Bing Copilot, the other one for, Calibre, not Calibre, what's it called? Claude. I don't use it very often. Claude and Gemini and all of those that are out there. And you're making it so they can extract and trust and cite the information as a direct answer to a user's query. And remember, your user is a reader you want to sell them your book. Okay. Unlike the traditional SEO, which targets search rankings, so you're on the front page of Google or the front page of Bing or the front page of whatever search engine is, AEO targets the single answer box that the AI returns. And it's the one that most of the readers will never scroll past. If you go to Google now and you put in anything, you put in a question or whatever, what you're going to get at the top is that information that's going to say this whole sentence, and then it's got like little bullet points underneath it where it goes into more detail. These days, that's as far as the reader's going to go. They're going to get their information from there. They're not going to go down to the bottom, farther down the page, or to the right-hand side, which is where they've got what used to be traditional search, which was based on SEO, which is SEO is 1 to 4 words. AEO is a sentence. If you kind of think of it as that difference in there, that might help, okay? So why does this matter to you? It matters because readers are increasingly discovering their books through AI instead of keyword searches. They're looking the AI, and remember, this is what Amazon is using too behind the scenes. So you know, it's not search anymore. It's not like SEO anymore. They've got Rufus, which is an AI model, and this is what they're using to pull the information. So it searches the bios to answer the question of who writes whatever the genre question is, or who writes different series, or who writes a trope, or all those different kinds of things. And what you need to worry about is your competitors that have AEO optimized pages are going to get cited and you're going to be ignored. So right now, your existing bio page is likely invisible to the answer engine. And AEO is low cost, it's high leverage, once you rewrite it, it lasts for a long time. You're not going to have to go in and redo this like every week, every month. I would say go back every 90 days and check it just to see if, make sure it's still working. You might have to tweak it a little bit. We all have to tweak, Okay, so here's the problem. Your bio on your about page was written for humans, not for an engine. And the traditional bio is, it's your personality. Sometimes it's in first person. Oh, for heaven's sakes, don't be in first person anymore on that page, because an engine is going to go right past it because they don't know who I is. Okay, if you don't remember anything else from this talk, is rewrite your bio so it is not in first person. Okay. Where was I? Yeah, so like I've said here, if your about page opens with, I've always loved losing myself in a good story, AI skips you, moves on to the next one. You're invisible. You're not there. Okay, because a machine is not a human and it's looking for a different kind of thing. Now, if you say instead, Jane Doe is a USA Today bestselling author of 12 psychological thrillers set in New England, you have a better chance of getting here. I'm going to get rid of this, okay, so I could actually see it. Okay. So the difference of when your bio is invisible to AI, it's narrative, vague, personality forward. There's no clear facts in the opening sentences. It's hard to fragment it into a direct answer. If you have an AEO optimized bio, it's factual, it's entity rich, it's structured, and the key credentials are in the first 2 sentences. And it is a scannable Q&A kind of format throughout. Now, another important thing here is that after the AI only looks at your first paragraph to start with, like it's just relevant. So you want to stuff everything into the first paragraph, and your first paragraph should not be longer than 2 sentences. So what I provided you with today is an AEO prompt, and this is in the worksheet, so you don't have to copy this all down or take a screen copy if you want. You can get it from the workbook, and I will put it again in chat after I finish this presentation and when we start to actually look and do some things together. So here's an exact prompt framework. This is a framework for you to use to transform your bio page. You're going to copy it, fill in your own details, and paste it into any major AI assistant that you like to use. Doesn't matter whether it's ChatGPT, and it doesn't have to be the paid version, okay? So it doesn't matter if it's ChatGPT or Gemini or Notebook LM or whatever, or Copilot. Whatever you're comfortable with and whatever you're comfortable with, this is what you should be using, okay? And we're actually going to use it in a couple of different ones so you can see the differences that happen, all right? So here is every component, and I'm trying to write it out and explain it. Now, when it's in the square brackets, and it's uppercase, this is what you are going to put your information in, all right? So here's the full prompt. We're telling the AI to act as an answer engine optimization expert. Okay, you're telling it exactly what you want it, what it is. Your business is your author name. Provides books, audiobooks, whatever. It's usually books and audiobooks. You could put in ebooks if you want, but it's books, selling books. We are noticing that the answer engines are pulling information from competitor. Competitor is who you think, another author that you think your books are the most like, or that readers who like, you share the same customers, the same readers as XYZ, as another author. Instead of us for questions related to genre, okay, like romantic suspense, K9 thrillers, FBI thrillers, cozy mysteries, fantasy, high fantasy, any kind of genre. Review the following content. Bio page. You're just going to copy your current bio page, the whole thing, and stick it in this prompt. Rewrite the key sections to be highly fragmentable. This is a word that AI needs to have, fragmentable for AI. Use a clear question and concise answer format. Focus on factual entity-based language and ensure that the most important information is in the first 2 to 3 sentences of each section. Ask me any questions you have. Okay, so now we're going to break down what this actually means. All right, let's break it down. The first part, act as an AEO expert. I tried to say this, is that you're telling the AI what you want it to do precisely as possible. So you're telling it you want to optimize it for answer engine retrieval, not blog readability or narrative flow or anything else. This is exactly what you want. So you're changing the output mode from creative writing to structured citation ready content. These are important. The second thing is your author name provides books. You're going to state your full author name as it appears on your books. Okay, so if it has an initial or it's just initials and name, this is how you're going to do it because that's your brand, right? And a precise description of what you write. For example, J.K. Rowling provides fantasy novels for middle grade and adult readers. I can't even say that, and I don't know why I put it in here. Being specific anchors your entity in the AI's output. Now, the competitor. Answer engines pull from competitors. They are comparing yours, what you have, to somebody else that is where you want to be. So when you name the specific competitor, you've noticed that being cited by AI tools gives them a benchmark, gives the engine a benchmark. So search your genre. If you don't know to begin with, before you start this, then the first thing you want to do is search in ChatGPT or Perplexity to find which authors are being surfaced, those that are your competitive targets. So in this case, you could use ChatGPT to say, who writes the best-selling fantasy novels for middle grade and adult readers? And it'll come back with like the top 5, the top 10. And you can look at those and go, yeah, I think that's what I write like. So what you're doing is that you're giving it like a point, right? And we're going to do this. Okay, the second part of the prompt is the genre. You want to be hyper specific. You don't want to just write fiction. You wouldn't even want to write Christian fiction. You wouldn't even want to write contemporary romance. You want to be as specific as possible. So, cozy mystery series set in small town Vermont. Southern women's fiction set in Alabama, Georgia, on the coast, low country. What is it? What is it? Low country? Yeah. Yeah. Or hard science fiction with female protagonists. So the genre specific, being specific with your genre matches the exact phrasing that readers are going to use in their AI queries. Is when they ask the question. And this will dramatically improve your chances of being surfaced or being shown, which means it's going to dig through and it's going to stop. It actually like stops at 5 and go, okay, this is the answer to that question. So I'm going to put this in the presentation that I give to the person who asked the question. That's what the engine is doing. Your bio page is right now, you're going to use what you currently have. You're not rewriting anything about your bio. So, I mean, okay, so if your bio is 7 years old, rewrite it before you start. Okay. Because you don't want to do things that are 5 years ago. But if your bio is pretty accurate, like up to date, this is what you're going to use. So you just copy the existing bio into this prompt, right? It's going to use it as raw material to restructure. It's not going to replace your voice, but it's just going to reframe your facts in the format that the answer engines are requiring and that they use to parse and cite. Now, the last thing is ask me any questions you have. This is a critical closing line because it invites the AI that we're using to request any missing details. Like if your bio didn't have something about like where you live or something like that, it's going to ask you that and you can provide it then before you actually finish the draft, right? And this being able to put this in there and interacting with the AI will result in a significantly more accurate and complete rewrite. Now, what is a fragmentable bio? What does it really look like? It's written so that any single section can be lifted out by the AI and returned as a complete standalone answer. The gold standard is question, concise answer, mirroring the exact structure AI systems use when they respond to the user queries. So if you go to Google right now and you put in who is Nora Roberts, you're going to get a paragraph at the top, and then you're going to get like bullets that are going to talk about her books and things like that. If you put your own name in there, like who is Mary Burton, you're going to get paragraph and then what it thinks your information is about that. So that is considered Q&A structure. Each section will begin with an implicit or explicit question like who is the author, and it answers it in one crisp sentence packed with genre, titles, and credentials. You want to front load the facts. The most critical information is your bestseller status, your series name, your book count, your awards, and they must appear in the first sentences, the first two sentences. AI engines truncate after the first paragraph. 2 sentences, 1 paragraph. 2 sentences, 1 paragraph. Just put that in your head when you're doing this. And you want to do entity-based language. This is like, computer. They're not computer terms, but it's more formalized stuff. You want to use your full name. Don't be first person. Your exact book titles, publisher names. I don't know if publisher names are important, but okay. Genre labels and consistently. So you want to use your full name over and over again. These are the entities that the AI knowledge graphs are recognized and linked together. So this is how the machine works behind the scenes. So it's important that you provide that. So that means also don't just use your last name. I'm going through and rewriting some of ours. Don't just use your last name or the first name when you're like a couple of paragraphs down because it was skipped. So here's a before and after, so you can see what it kind of was going to look like. Here's before is ever since I was a little girl growing up in Maine, I've been drawn to the magic of stories. I started writing my Harbor Review series after a weekend trip that inspired me deeply. I hope my books bring joy to readers everywhere. To a human, they kind of understand that. That's okay. She grew up in Maine and she's been writing since she was very small. She's got a series called Harbor View, and she's nice. She wants her books to bring me joy. Okay, cool. However, no book title, the problems with this are no book titles are mentioned, no genre is stated, no credentials, no facts in the first sentence, and AI cannot extract a usable answer from that passage. Here's the same thing based on what we have right here. Sarah Calloway is an Amazon bestselling author of the Harbor View Cozy Mystery Series, a 6-book collection set on the coast of Maine. Who writes cozy mysteries set in Maine? Sarah Calloway's Harbor View series has sold over 50,000 copies. Her debut model, Ties of Suspicion, was a #1 Kindle Unlimited release in 2021. Machine likes this. And every fact that's in there is extractable: the genre, location, series names, series data, or sales data, debut title, everything. And it's all appearing in the first 3 sentences, the first paragraph. Now, once you have created your optimized bio, that's the first step for this. So where and how you publish it determines whether the answer engines actually find it and trust it. Consistency across all the platforms is the key signal that AI uses to validate your author entity and authority. So you want to definitely put it on your author website. And remember, again, use header tags of H1, H2 to structure the Q&A sections. This is your highest authority source. If you don't put it anywhere else, please put it on your author website. Now what you can do is also put the same optimized bio into your Amazon Author Central profile. This is the primary source for AI systems who answer book-related queries within Amazon and sometimes elsewhere. You could put on your Goodreads profile. All you're doing is copying and pasting it to match it, right? You're using the consistent language across all these platforms to strengthen your AI knowledge graph presence. Now, you will have to rewrite this for your social media and your press kits. Your social media does not allow all of this data. It's got a limited number. But what you can do is use your AI to do this, to say, all right, now once you've written in everything else, write it for my LinkedIn, write it for my Facebook author page about, put it in for my profile for Instagram, and it will cut down to the number of characters that you're actually allowed to do this. So once you've done it, you're going to be able to replicate it in the different places that you need to put it. And as long as it all looks the same, it reinforces the factual record that AI engines are using, because they're going to go to all these different places, just like a human does. When a reader discovers you on Facebook or somewhere else, they go and they look at your profile. Okay, like you did a really great comment. Now they're going to go and look at your profile. Who is this? They might go to Instagram and look at that if they're more comfortable there. Then eventually they get to your website, unfortunately. Or sometimes they go to your website first. Or right now, it's easier. They just ask Google, or they ask Amazon, and it gives them that information. Another thing I want to say here about press kits is, remember the bio that we're taking it from, like what your current bio is. You do now more than ever need a press kit, because your press kit is written for humans, not written for the AI engine optimization, right? So you want to have your regular press kit that has the 3 different sizes of your bio. The short one is what you would use, like if you're doing a guest post with somebody, you're going to have it at the bottom of it. It's just going to be 1 to 3 sentences. It also have, at that point, I would always have my website in there. Then you're going to have a medium one, and then you'll have a longer one, so that whoever you're sharing that press kit with, whether it is a influencer or whether it is actual other kind of media or journalists or somebody else, they can use what they need. So we're going to do our action plan. We're going to do it today. Is that we are going to audit the current bio. I'm going to use 2 examples if we have time. We're going to fill in the prompt template so you can see how it actually works. We're going to run it and iterate it so that you can see what it comes up with and how you actually interact with it. And then what you can do on when you afterwards is whoever does this, they can publish it consistently everywhere. So remember, you want to do it Amazon, your website, Amazon, Goodreads, and any social profiles. You want to do it the same week. You want to do it the same time. So you don't want to do like half of it now and, oh, I'm going to get to it eventually. No, just sit down and do all of it. And then recheck in 90 days, like do this quarterly. And remember, it's not a one-time fix. It's an ongoing practice. As you publish new books, create new series, change your genres, win rewards, you need to update your bio to keep your entity profile current and competitive. Okay, before we move on, does anybody have any questions? Oh, when did I do that? Nope.
Hi, Sarah. I'm
Yes.
sorry, I was a little late. Are we going to get those slides? You said?
Yes, I put them this time into there. It's on the Google Doc. Okay. But I can send them out to you as well. Okay. Yeah, I'll send them out to you. I can save them as a PDF and send them out to you. I'm learning these new things all the time. It's scary, actually. All right. Who wants to go first? Deborah?
I have a question about AEO and SEO. Does this mean SEO is not important anymore and we should only do AEO?
SEO is important still for different things. AEO is also important. So it's like 2 different kind of things. Just if you do good AEO, your SEO is going to be dragged along with you. We're like in a transition period.
Okay.
And so you want to still make sure that your meta, the hidden stuff on your pages, has SEO keywords in it. So you still want to say you write military romantic suspense. Okay, that's a keyword.
So we don't have to do something for SEO and then something for AEO. We can just do something.
It's going to actually kind of blur it together.
Okay,
yes.
that was what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, Deborah, I wanted to pick on you because I love you, whatever.
I love you too.
And the reason that I wanted to do this was because you write different genres under the same name. All right. So it's an example of writing the same genres under this, different genres under one name. Okay. So this is kind of like an example. And I am going to go through, let's see. We are going to exit. All right. We're going to start with ChatGPT. And in my other thing, this is how I do prompts. All right. You guys are going to get to see how does Sarah do prompts. Okay. So we're doing a new chat in ChatGPT. And here is can you all see this? Let me try to do a word wrap. All right. So this is the prompt that I gave you. Do you want me to, let me see. Can I put this in? I think I could put this in.
You do use the paid version, right?
I use the paid version for this one, but we're going to use Gemini, which is the not paid version as well, so that you can see the differences between that. And it's interesting. So, okay, we'll do the chat first. We're going to fill it out for Deborah, and then we'll put it into, I'll go free. We'll go to the Gemini. All right. So first we're just going to answer the questions that we have to put in for the answer engine for being an expert. How to redo my bio is what we're just generally doing. So my business is the author name. All I'm going to do here is change this to, this is DEBRAPARML
EY.
right?
Yes,
Oh.
PARMLEY. That's it.
Right. Okay. So you have to make sure it matches what's on the books. Provides, really just do really simple books. We are noticing that the answer engines are pulling information from competitor. I'm like, oh, okay. If I look at Deborah's page, oh, we had this pulled up before. Deborah has lots, and I'm going to go to Deborah's site. I'm going to try to go to Deborah's site if I click the right place. Okay, so right here, she started with I'm glad you stopped by. And from my book pages to links, you'll find my reader page. So the AEO is just going to skip this whole thing because it's first person. Sorry, Deborah.
That's all right.
But you do have lots of different books, right?
Yes.
You have different kinds of series, different kind of categories, formats, etc. So what I'm looking at here is that what do I want to concentrate on? And we're not going to do poetic. We have murder, Western collection, cowboys, protector, finds herself on the run. Okay, this sounds like to me, and I'm just doing this really light, it's cowboy romantic suspense or romantic suspense set in the West, the American West. So what I'm going to do is go into ChatGPT and I'm going to find out, I'm going to ask the question is, what writer, who is the best selling author of romantic suspense novels for women readers? That includes cowboys in the West. Okay. Did everybody see that? Deborah, I'm putting you on the spot. Tell me of these authors that it has presented. This is who it's finding right now. Would you say that that's your competitor?
I would say no, because they're primarily romance, whereas mine lean heavily to romantic suspense that happen to have romance in them. So
Okay, so Diana Palmer does have, okay, so the newer ones that are just, okay, so, all right, you're going to say, give me more that include a heavy dose of suspense. Okay, I would say definitely Jennifer Ryan.
yes,
Although,
yes, definitely Jennifer Ryan.
okay. All right. So we're going to take Jennifer Ryan and put that into our, as our competitor. And the genre is going to be romantic suspense set in you might have to fine tune that a little bit. Okay. So I said romantic suspense set in American West with cowboys. Gotta kind of think of like how would a reader actually like question it kind of it's like I'm thinking okay I would like a romantic suspense set in Montana, but I don't know, are you set in Montana or Wyoming or
Wyoming, Montana, yes, both places.
okay set in did I spell that right? It'll know line help me. Okay. So now all I'm going to do here for the bio page is about. I'm just taking what she currently has. So I'm just copying this. Okay, so just copy it. And we just put it right there in the prompt. Makes the prompt a lot bigger. Okay, rewrite the key sections to be highly fragmentable. Write a consist that. I don't have to change anything else. Ask me any questions. So I've got this and I'm going to just copy this whole prompt. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use the free version of Gemini, which is all you need to do is go to Google and turn it to AI mode. And now you're in Gemini. It's free. And all you need to do is paste it. Okay, I pasted all of that. I'm showing you. I pasted all of this in, blah, 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 blah. And then I hit send. And it's thinking. All right, so the nice thing about Gemini, it tells you the different things, and it's already going and it's pulling out what it's finding for Deborah's book. That's the nice thing about Gemini is it's like halfway getting there to, you know, the great Google search engine. Okay, so what it's telling you how you should rewrite that bio page on your website is who is Deborah Parmley? Deborah is a best-selling, award-winning author of over 38 books specializing in military romantic suspense and Western contemporary romance. She is known for stories featuring veteran heroes, adventurous travel themes, and happily ever after endings. Does she write books? Does Deborah Parmley write romance set in Montana? Yes. She has multiple ones, and then it starts to list the series. Do you see how different this is?
Yeah.
And how much more information it's doing, but it's taking it from your website, what you've already provided, you know, what you've already worked on and, you know, used over the years. So this is your H1 lines, this author identity and specialization, book categories and series, and your who is, this one is your H2 lines. I know that there was some confusion the last time, so I wanted to make sure that I could give you examples of this. And then it goes into your personal background. Where does she live? And how does it influence writing? Because this now down here is this is where the ask me anything is now the AI is saying, well, we need some more information. Do you want to answer these different things? And this is where you would now start to answer the questions to this. And if so you're starting to iterate, talking to the AI and getting more information out of it. But what you've got right now to start with is if you were just to take this part, let's see how much we go up to here. And you could actually take that and put it into and replace your about page on deborahparmley.com. So what I'm trying to show you is that it's not like this really long, arduous, oh my gosh, a lot of hours. You could probably get a lot of work done in about an hour or so, even, depending on how much you iterate with your thing to start with. And that is it for you kind of thing. Do you have any questions?
It's searching the entire internet to draw from, not just my website, right?
Yes, what it's doing is this is actually saying this is what I've got so far, and I'm using it's going out and it's looking for Deborah Parmley spelled the correct way, and because you used the content that's on your website, even though we did not give it your website URL, it went and it pulled from there.
Okay. I noticed off in the corner here, it's got what looks like BookBub, Amazon,
Mhm.
and the website. So it's pulling from all the, and it looks like there's even more. So it's pulling from everything out there then. So
Well, it's comparing it to that. It's like, here's the stuff that I'm putting here, and here's the examples of where I'm matching it up. Because this is Gemini, and Gemini is Google based, and right now it is the hot AI, and it's free. Okay. And because how many people are going to use to search are going to be using Google versus ChatGPT?
right.
More people are going to be using Google.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
Yeah.
Sarah, this is presenting that our about us information should start with a question.
Yeah.
Okay, universally, it sounds like.
Yeah. But
Okay.
remember, I said you need to have a press kit for humans.
Yeah. I know some authors have actually a press kit tab on their website.
Yeah, you should do this.
I don't as of yet.
What I would do if I were you is I would look at my current bio is, and I would take it and put it into, and because your press kit is usually just a PDF, or it can be the different sentences, the different pieces of it. And I went over a couple of years ago, I think, well, anyhow, how to put together a press kit. So we could do it like, what are the components of it, and how to do it, and how to save it.
Is that like under your YouTube?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I can dig that up because it's an important part that you should have, and you want to do it and update it for every new book that you have out or every new genre that's hot. And you want to put yourself in there, or if you do new covers or anything like that, you want to have it there, and you want to have it so it's easily, because influencers and journalists are going to search your website for a press kit if you don't provide it for them. Okay.
Can we just ask if anybody on this call has a press kit? Because Deborah, I don't think you have to, Deborah, and I just looked at Terry's. Terry's wasn't there. Mary, do you have one?
I did one for After Paris about a year and a half ago, but I didn't update it on my website, which I don't know why I didn't. But I can see where my bio is. It's going to have, because I was kind of working along with you as you were doing this. And it's the bio is much longer. It's more questions. How much is too much?
It's that's the whole point, that there's not too much, because you don't know exactly the question that a reader's going to ask that the answer engine has to answer.
So just put it all up there or
Yeah.
have questions. Okay. I mean,
Okay.
ChatGPT does it pretty quickly.
Yes. And you're using your basic information that you already have. It's not like you're,
Right.
oh my God, I have to rewrite each of these different individual sections.
No, you just take it and give the prompt and ask ChatGPT, and Chat does it.
Right.
Really.
Okay.
So
So
Sarah,
my,
I have one more question. By doing
uh-huh.
this, the way you
Yes.
just did it, if someone
Yes.
searched other romance authors similar to Jennifer Ryan, would Deborah automatically come up because of how this was done?
Yes. Possibly. She has a better chance, because the ones that we looked at, I know what some of those people's websites like Diana Palmer and those look like, and they don't answer any of these questions. So it's just out
Old
there
school.
trying to find stuff. So what you're doing when you make your bio into this format, when you use the format that they want, that's going to put you up. Just like when you're trying to do SEO and rankings within what we used to do rankings, like you want to be on the first page of Google, that's what it's going to put you ahead of it. So that means right now there's a huge opportunity, because less than 10% of the authors out there are bothering to rewrite their bio pages. So that means that you have a small author now has a better chance of getting out there to the search engine, because the search engine, the Google or whatever, what people are using to find things. And it is a search engine. It's just now using different kinds of language behind the scenes and algorithms behind the scenes. So you want to game it. This is gaming it, and it's being the first out. So remember, the people who are the first out usually get a higher ranking and they stay longer.
So
And you would
all
copy,
this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
you would
Sorry, go ahead.
copy this and put it in for your Amazon author page as well,
Yes,
word for word.
word for word.
Okay.
And your
Sorry.
Goodreads. And
The
your
thing-
Goodreads.
The
Okay.
things with the side, all the show all, I'm thinking the more places we have it, the better, the more likely it's going to pop up somewhere. Especially if we have any first person anywhere. And maybe we shouldn't do first person on the internet unless, well, maybe that's for newsletters and
That's
things
for
like that.
blogs and newsletters. Okay, you
Okay.
still want to be a person. You still
Yeah.
want to be an authentic person, which is, in the first person. When you're
Yes.
writing your blog post, or when you're writing, yes, your news. Well, now newsletter is different, because remember who you are writing the newsletter to is a reader. So you want to make them do actions. So using a lot of I makes you look like you're standoffish. Okay,
Yeah.
or makes you, yeah. But definitely for, like, if you do a guest article or a blog post, your own blog post, or you guest somewhere else, then yes, use your first person, make it your authentic voice and your authentic person come out. When you're interviewed, yes, that's a different kind of thing. But when we are providing information, we're just focusing on the bio or the about section. So you want to do this for somebody who's doing a search for it. And that is, again, why you need to have a press kit, because a press kit is written for a human versus written for a machine.
So I have a
Yeah, go ahead.
question. So
Yes.
like on Deborah's website, her opening page, can you go back to that?
Yes. Yes, I was just looking to see if I could find it. Okay, so here's her homepage.
Okay. Yeah, there. So she has, welcome to my website. I'm glad you stopped by. So would you change that or just the
Yes.
about page? Because I have something similar on mine on my home and something different on the about. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does make sense. What I would probably do here is I would go back into my into Gemini, and I would say here, this is where I'm interacting with it. I'm going to say, let's see if I can do this. I need an opening page. Good. For my website, deborahparmley.com, which shows the overview of who Deborah is in one paragraph. There.
Wow.
So, welcome to the world of Deborah Parmley. There's your opening thing. Deborah Parmley is a best-selling multi-genre author of over 38 books, specializing in military romantic suspense and contemporary Western romance set in Montana and Wyoming. Known for her authentic portrayal of veteran heroes, she is the author of Series 1 and popular titles in Series 2, including Montana SEAL Protector, okay, the two top books. Drawing from her life as an adventurous traveler and the wife of an Air Force veteran, Deborah crafts high-stakes stories of danger and redemption from her current home base in North Carolina. Whether writing gritty suspense or fairy tales as Deborah Bishop threw in her extra name, her work is guided by the core belief that every day we are alive is a beautiful day. Got her slogan in.
Okay.
Yeah,
That now is written for both humans and machines.
I was thinking the same thing. That's good. I was afraid we'd lose the welcome aspect, and that's immediate, so that's good. We didn't lose that part.
Huh.
That's real good.
All righty.
Does that help, Terry?
Yes. I have some work
Okay.
to do.
Yeah.
I've already warned my assistant. We are going to be updating my website this month.
Okay. And then if you want to know, the nice thing about Gemini is it gives you explanations down here. All right. Why this works for AEO, because it has the entity linking, which connects your name to the high value keywords, Montana, Wyoming. So keyword, here's your SEO, Deborah. Here's your
Yay.
SEO.
Oh, good.
So it's incorporating it.
So we're not losing that. That's great.
No, you're not losing it. Your series authority is naming specific series titles, our series names and the titles, okay? Because the search engines are looking for that. Search engines and humans are looking for that, okay? The geographic relevance, it's, it's where you are. So people, because there are readers who actually like to read books written by people in their state or their town or their whatever, or places that they visited and they want to know more
I'm
about.
still in a meeting right now. Okay.
Okay. And then it says, do you want me to make a quick facts sidebar or a FAQ section for this page to further capture people who also ask search results? Okay.
Wow.
All right. Okay, then I wanted to use Mary Burton. I was going to take Mary Ellen Taylor because Mary Burton has two names and she writes in two different genres. Is that okay, Mary? You're on mute.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Yes,
said,
that is fine.
all right. So we're back to we're starting with the prompt. I just wanted
Sarah,
to
how
make sure.
restrictive is Gemini in terms of how much you ask it?
Right. That's a good question.
It hasn't stopped me, and I've been on it for like days
Oh,
and
okay.
asked it
So
lots of stuff.
it's not like ChatGPT, which limits how much you can ask.
No. And if you
Okay.
have a Gmail account, like if you pay for extra storage or whatever, then you're going to be automatically upgraded to a different level behind the scenes. That's what I'm told. I don't use I don't use the Google Workspace very often. I just, but
So
from what I understand, I have a Gmail account. It's my personal account, but I don't do a lot of like work on it. And
and you're not paying
that-
for extra storage.
Actually, I am paying for extra storage because I am a person who doesn't like to delete emails, and I have emails for 15 years. And so it told me I had to update. So I'm like, I think I do it for $70 a year kind of thing. It gives me a terabyte. I shouldn't be a pack rat, but I am, and it's just a personal problem. And yeah, so,
There's
but
a
I don't
support
pay.
group for that.
Yes, there is there. Yeah, I think Mary, there should be because,
We're
uh,
probably all in it.
yeah, yeah. I was like, do I want to sit and get rid of all of my
But you'll need it tomorrow if you do.
Yeah, exactly. I
Exactly.
had to search. Yeah. Okay, here we are, blank thing. Here's our AI prompt. We're going to be Mary Ellen Taylor.
Taylor.
And Mary Ellen Taylor you have to remember, put the full name in it. Don't truncate it and then expect it to work because it's looking at what you already have. You provide books, right?
Right.
And I would put audiobooks in now.
Okay.
Okay, we are noticing that who do you think your competitor is? Do you know, or do you want to go
I
search?
was just looking that up, and it
Okay.
said Karen White. Who else? I forgot her name.
Do you want to do the Harvey lady?
Yeah, Christy Woodsy Harvey. Um,
Okay, I don't know if I'm spelling this right.
Woodson, Christy Woodson Harvey, and Patty Callahan Henry. I'll have to look her
Okay, let
up.
me.
Mary Alice Monroe. Yeah, it's Patty Callahan Henry.
And how
And
and the Woodson Harvey? I don't know how to
yeah,
spell her name.
Christy Kristy Woodson Harvey.
So once we redo our bios, Sarah, do we have to send them to Fresh Fiction to redo them?
Yes, if you want to, or if you are a paying customer, we are redoing yours behind the scenes right now. Okay, would you say Southern women's fiction
Yes.
for your genre?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm just going to go to your page.
Yeah. And this has got me thinking about the whole page, as a matter of fact. Like, why do I still have recipes?
Well, because humans like recipes.
Yeah, maybe I should swap them out. They're getting a little stale. I don't know.
Okay, so here we're about MET. She has a very short bio. Let's see
I
what it
know.
comes up with. No,
Yeah,
we're gonna see what it comes up with.
yeah, the
Says
AEO version is a little bit longer.
But I wanted to show people, sorry, I wanted to show people that you could have a small thing and get bigger.
Okay.
Yes, I tested you last night. All right, so we're just going to put this whole bio page in here. Right? And I think that is all we have to change. Yes, okay. Now, if we are going to keep using the Gemini, I have to start a new, where is it? Start a new search because I don't want to mess up Deborah with Mary. Okay. So expert, here's her protagonist. Ask me any questions. Go.
Sarah, does Gemini save the things you've done?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, it does because I've gone back and
Okay. I just they're not listed
Yeah.
like in Chat GPT. They listed on the side. So
Yeah, they do list it on the side. I think I have it turned off or something. What did I just do?
okay, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, okay.
Who owns Perplexity or runs Perplexity?
They own their own. They're a competitive.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. How it optimized it was continues your short thing. Now you have the most popular. So it looks a little bit different. And what are your primary themes in the books? Okay, so it's telling if
Not
you want
bringing up-
to,
It's not bringing up things on the side the way it did with Deborah. It's
no.
interesting.
Oh, Mary, I hope that that means it could still find things on the for you.
I don't know. It's gonna be like, who? Who's this?
It's like, I don't know who this is. But then I thought, okay, well, let's try this also in Claude. I know it's Anthropic, but so I'm just putting the same prompt. You see, I wanted you to know that once you write this prompt, um, you don't have, you can use the same one. It doesn't matter what the engine is that you're using the same prompt. The prompt doesn't really change.
So my understanding of AI is once you do something like this, then AI is absorbing this information. So by doing it with multiple AIs, we'd be feeding them this, right? For the multiple platforms.
You're already feeding it to them because you already have a website out there that they've searched. The
Okay.
rewriting part of it, okay, so that's a possibility for that. But if you pay, okay, so if you have ChatGPT or Gemini, I think for Gemini, but I can't say that, but I know for definitely for Claude, you can tell it that anything I do not use this to teach your engine, to teach yourself.
You really think they listen?
Well, of course not, but you can say it.
No, but I'm saying this is to our advantage if they do.
Yes, it is to
Because
your
then
advantage if they,
then we're spread across all the different AI platforms,
yes, because it
right?
knows you're working on it and it's going and it's working there and it's, it's putting it together behind the scenes. Now the next, okay, so this is Claude, the one that you all hate because they are good. Well, they're going to pay some people money. So here it's actually saying, hey, tell me which platforms you have the highest prior. Where do you think your readers are?
Wow.
ChatGPT, Google AI overviews, Perplexity, Amazon Rufus, Alexa, or something else?
For me?
Yeah,
That I
so I
don't
would say Alexa for sure, Amazon for
Yeah,
sure, and
well,
I would say
probably
Google.
Google. Yeah.
I would take those two. Where will this written information live? So
Wow.
this is a different search engine. This is a free
Wow.
one. I
Yeah.
do not pay for this one. This is Claude. And now it's like here, this each of the different engines work a little bit differently in how they interact with humans. So Claude, this is why Claude is like people really love Claude, is because it's getting more human in some of its interactions with people asking it questions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And then here, I mean, here, this is like this. Maybe this would help you, Meg, because
Yeah.
it says how many different revisions.
Yeah.
Where's this going to go? Is it just your author website? Is it your Amazon Central? Is it the Goodreads? Is it the press kit?
It's all of
The
them.
one I'm working on. Okay, let's just do if this is the bio page.
Okay.
And what is the strongest differentiating? What is your stronger differentiate? Go ahead, tell me, Mary.
History and mystery,
Uh-huh.
dual timeline. That's a big one.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, now we've got some stuff going here.
Jeez. Wow.
So they want to know number of books sold. I'll have to look that up.
And you can actually, there's a little icon you can reply
Uh-huh.
to that last section or
Yes.
any of it. Wow. Wow.
Okay, so I know I'm over, but I wanted to know is how did this work for you guys? If you have any
No,
questions.
this is great because I have to update my website soon. Both
Yeah,
of them.
this is great. It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
I'm a little like, oh.
And
This
you've
Well,
been,
happened to be-
I
you've
want
been
you to
telling us,
sit and do it with me when I do it because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get like freaked out.
This is
If you do it with the
Honestly.
prompts on
I'm
ChatGPT,
gonna
it's
get
not
freaked
bad.
out.
no. And I think the Claude is not actually bad. I mean, it's a little bit more like I don't know what questions to ask it and stuff. And it's like, okay, it's like, oh, okay. So she wants this is what I am imagining it is saying to us. Okay, this person wants to rewrite their bio. Well, where do they want to put it? I should ask them where they want to put it. Here, let me give them
Yeah.
some options. Oh, they're just going to answer the options. Okay. Then I can give them a better answer. Okay. ChatGPT does none of this. Like it doesn't,
No,
you
it
have to
doesn't.
know you have to know what to ask it.
Yeah.
The Gemini Google it's like, oh, I'm from Google and here's what I know about you so far. That's where it gave you the sidebar. The Claude is like, it's like I'm a writer and I'm helping you write more stuff.
yeah, Claude should be a writer. It's got all of our stuff.
That's right. 36
They
lines.
all have all of your stuff.
I
The only
know.
thing is the way that they did it was they used a pirate site. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, they've scraped it all.
I really
Yeah.
like the Gemini, and then the thought that that's what readers are, they're going to be on Google searching,
Yeah.
and they're going to be using Gemini. So it's good to see that sidebar will show me what they can find when they're doing that, which is really important information to have beyond doing the bio. So this is fantastic. Yes, thank you.
Uh-huh. Okay. So just to recap, what we've done is we went over how to use your current, what is the AEO, why it's important. The second thing is that I can use my current information and I can just have it reformatted, and I can use an engine that is already going to be providing behind the scenes for where I want to go. It's working with the algorithm. I'm going to do that. I know that the different parts that I need to have, and where do I put, once I get this done, where do I copy and paste it to? Is that about it?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank
Okay.
you, Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're very welcome. And I did share the Google Doc if you want to start now before Sarah gets her act together with getting the, recording done and everything else. So I thought the next time we meet, we'll do a book page,
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
not a series page. I thought we should start small with a book.
Yeah.
Then we could move up to series. I figured if I give you a series, I will overwhelm you.
Yes. Easily overwhelmed.
Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. And we are, okay, so just FYI, behind the scenes, we are redoing the fresh fiction, like author pages and things like that, but we have to go in and actually like do them. There's only so much we could do mechanically. So the paying customers are going to get theirs done first. And I'm working with my IT people. But what I'm saying is that if you try to do this yourself and you go, this is too much for me, I can't do it, you can hire us to go in and fix up your website to be more AEO friendly if you want. Okay?
Oh, and by the way, anyone who saw my website, Fresh Fiction designed that website. It's beautiful. They did a
Yeah.
great job.
Nice.
Yes, I'm whipping the boys into expanding things so they enjoy it. Okay, so that's it. I hope that everybody got something out of this.
Thank you.
And not to be afraid. I just want to make sure that you know, don't be afraid of these like little terms, the AEO and things like that. It's out there and it's not, and it's so much more manageable and so much more easy to work with than like what SEO used to be, where you'd have to, because you'd have to hide these things into parts of your website that you don't even see and stuff like that.
Right.
And using the AI to help you get some of your basic work done is just, it's really easy. And there's free options out there. You just have to not be too afraid.
So I have a quick question. On
Uh-huh.
Gemini, since it's Google, if we
Yeah.
change it there, or so like when I bring up my name, just Google my name, not it comes up with all these different websites and stuff. And then it has like an overview and it says
Yes.
Google Books. Is there a Google Books? I didn't even know that was.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
People
dumb.
buy books.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like Apple Books. There's Google Books. You can buy books off Google. Google
Okay.
is there.
The
It's
book-
not one of the big retailers.
Big-
It's
Yeah.
not a big retailer. And if you're reading it, you have to read it on your like your Samsung phone, whatever your
So how do we change like my bio on that? I mean, I didn't even know that was there.
well, because you're traditionally published, your publisher's going to have to change it, I think.
All right. Well, I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to go and have them change my
Yes.
bio on theirs.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the you can only change what you control, right? So like trying to change it on your publisher's website and things like that. I mean, there's just not gonna let you do it. If you're an indie or your indie books, you can change. But the
Okay.
places that you could definitely change are Goodreads. And I think that you can go into Amazon Central and change
Yeah,
your
that's
thing.
I think you
Yes,
can.
so you could change it there. But and those are where the biggest, there's where the readers are the most. There's a very small
Right.
number of readers that buy their books on Google Books. Okay, it's a small number.